Welcome to WS Vibes TV. This is your favorite channel for love, life, and relationship talk. Tune in and let's get started. Hi guys, WS Vibes TV. This is your mom, Wisdom.
And this is Sharona. How are you guys?
Yeah, so today we are going to be discussing about online dating scams and some red flags that you may need to look out for, and how to identify and avoid being a scam.
Right.
So that is it.
Yeah. All right. So we can start off by saying that because of technology that we have today, it has made our world smaller. Even though we have over 8 million people here on this planet, that due to the internet, we are able to be in access and contact with anyone, practically anybody, in the world that's on the internet.
Right.
So when we talk about online dating, we talk about websites. We also talk about social media. People are meeting people all across the globe, and a lot of times people are using scamming as a way of life,
right?
As a way of survival.
Yeah, that's right.
As a career, basically. And I would say that there are 3 groups. I have 3 groups, and then Wiz going to tell his 3 groups. In my opinion, there are 3 groups. One group is a group of people who, actually, I would say 4. No, it's a 3.
Go ahead.
No, 3. You have this one group that truly is on the internet to find true love, right? And then, so you have a second group who is on these dating sites just for pleasure. And when I say pleasure, you have men and women who wants to be in multiple, relationships for sexual type reasons. And then you have the third, so actually I'm going to say 4 groups. Then you have the third group where it's for pleasure and monetary reasons. They want to, have that type of relationship with sexually, and also be getting some out of it monetarily or gifts, things like that. Then you have the 4th group where they don't want a commitment. They don't want any type of relationship. They don't even want anything sexually. They just want what they can get out of you monetarily. So so I would say there are 4 groups. What are your categories, babe?
Yeah, that is almost it's the same thing. That's it. That's those who are seeking for true love, and those who just come to the online as looking for those who are vulnerable, a man or woman who is vulnerable as a means through which he connect and then move to that country. But for instance, somebody from other country and then connect to somebody who is in United States, and then through that person in US move in over to United States
or the UK
or
Dubai,
other country. Yeah, so
just for better, greener pastures.
Right. And then those who just for the purpose of swindling money from those who they connect with. So those are my 3 categories of online dating.
Right.
Yeah, so
all right, so if I can continue on about online dating scamming, say for instance, when it comes to social media, there are men and women who are on Facebook and Instagram who are looking for prey, P-R-E-Y, prey, to look at, they have specifically somebody, type of people in mind. It may be specifically how to see if a person is vulnerable, see if they have low self-esteem. They may have a specific look or how that person looks, a specific ethnic group. There are masterminds out there of men and women of also they may be looking for a certain age group, possibly. Possibly. So if it comes to social media, they may study your profile. They may also read your comments. They may also become mutual friends with your other friends. Like there are people who are scamming online who literally will study you. They will look at your pictures.
That is your job. That is what they do, and so they use different tactics, different ways, different strategy to get to you.
Right. And these people out here, they will have multiple Facebook accounts, they will have multiple Instagram accounts, multiple emails, all so that you will only see what they want you to see.
Right.
And also using these different accounts to contact different types of people. Like I said, they may have, like, a woman may have like 4 or 5 different guys that she's sending nude pictures to, and acting like she wants to get to know them, act like she wants to get to meet them, and then say how much she loves them, and make up all types of narratives. So this guy
tell you what you want to hear.
Right. So the guy can fall for her, and then
the lady can fall for him. That's it. The lady can fall for him.
Yeah. And so you have all these types of things that's going on the internet, and then they want you to feel comfortable with them. Basically want you to feel comfortable with them, and just make up stuff so that you could begin to open up your heart. And men and women, saying things that you would like to hear. And some of these people online may be already married, and their spouse is in on it, just to gain, some type of whatever the benefit is. Like I said, it could be gifts, finances, things like that. They can even be willing to meet up with you and see you, and their significant other could already know about it. So it's really hurtful. I feel sorry for the victims out here. I mean, I've literally have years ago someone come to me, and they were swindled out of money, really thought they were in a relationship, and the person, they showed me texts and everything, and I'm like, wow. And then this person leaves and goes somewhere, to another country, and go off with their life with this person. And just being in forums, I be in forums reading about these types of people who are scamming, this online dating, and some even come to the States or go to other countries and have actual relationships with them, get married, and then come to find out that person is already married in another country. That it is so hurtful. Right. It's very hurtful. Anything you want to say?
So what I would say is this, to start with, since money is very important, we cannot take that away. And if you are going into online dating, I would say don't make money. Don't use money as the foundation for your relationship with whoever you connect with or you're connecting with. What I mean is this: just start sending money to anybody. That has always been the mistake that people most based on the story I've heard that people make.
Right.
So once they connect with these people, and maybe for instance from Africa, somebody in US, a lady in US connecting to a guy in Africa, and then this guy in Africa begin to present stories, begins to tell you, oh, I don't have a place to stay. I don't have this. Right. I don't have job. Right. I don't have that. Create.
And some of it may be true, but if they're talking,
the bottom line is this: not about whether it's true or not.
Right.
The point is not making building your relationship like that, because if you start that way, it's gonna be difficult for you to know if it is true if this guy truly loves you or not, if this guy truly connect with you for the right reason. Is it for love or for the money? If you start to send money, just immediately you connect and then progress. As you start the journey, and then the next thing is money. As a matter of fact, that is a red for me. That is red flag. That is a red flag right there. If as you start and then money start coming in and send me money. My mother is sick. My father is sick. I don't have where to stay. I don't do this. I don't do that. And then you just tell you something that will appeal to your emotion, something that will draw you and make you want to give that money. And then if it starts that way, for me, that is wrong way to start. That's for me, that in my opinion, okay. I would say that is a wrong way to start your relationship, because eventually if it turns out that it's not true, then you lose you lose your hard-earned money, and then your heart that you probably have committed to a degree to the person. And so I would say, before you ever start to send, if at all there is any reason to send money to any person, there's need for you to know this person. First of all, both of you have to meet physically. You understand? You have to get to the point of meeting with this person physically. And if it is possible, if you eventually travel to meet with this person physically, if there is any possible way for you to investigate this person's background, you do so. You understand? Because there are some in Africa, it may not be easy to say, okay, let me do the background check online,
But if you're here in the States and you in a relationship with someone in the States, there's easy ways.
It is easy, but in Africa, it may not be that easy for you to check somebody's background online. So, but if you get there, it's possible for you to, if possible, hire somebody, look for a way to hire somebody who will investigate this person.
Well, I know that
for your happiness sake.
Well,
for your peace sake.
I'm in a lot of Facebook groups with like women here in the U.S. who are dating or in a relationship with the African man, whether they are here or overseas. And a lot of times things come up where the women are saying that Africans, or not just Africans, let's just not put them out there, but other nationalities, right. Guys are so quick to say, I love you, I want to marry you. Those are red flags. When they are in a hurry and saying I love you, and they haven't even, spent time y'all talking about real discussion, real things.
Even know who you are.
Exactly. When they're saying I love you and I want to marry you, that is a red flag.
That is I want to marry you is coming in way too early.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
I want to be with you, and if it's coming way too early, then that is a red flag. That is something to watch out for.
And like I said, these people out here, they do study. Like I said, they study you. They look at your profile. They look at the comments. They have a certain type of person in mind physically that they look for, age-wise, ethnic, all that stuff. But like I said, if you see these red flags and you're like, okay, no, I'm cutting you off, I'm not going to deal with you, trust me, they're going to try someone else, or they could be trying multiple women and seeing who's going to fall in my trap, basically.
And even the money thing, if you are not sending money, that will also, if that person is serious with you, it's gonna show. By the time he come to you, this and that, and then you say he don't have money. If truly that person truly loves you and they want to stay with you, that will show. And also, where I want to say this, some may agree with me and some may not agree with me, but the truth, I have to say it, that in Africa, it is not common for a male who is much younger to marry an older woman. I know that maybe let's say 5, 10, 15, 20 years older. It is not common. And so things are changing. At least I know one or two person who back in Africa that got married to ladies who are little older,
but not that much
no
older.
No, I mean 2-3 years older than than they are. Exactly. Right. So but when it gets to 10 years, 6 years, 10 years,
15, 20, 15, 20, it's unheard of.
Exactly. It is not common in Africa. And so when you meet with these people who are that young and they tell you, I love you, I do this, I would say that is a red flag. Even though it may be difficult to believe, or it may be difficult for some to accept it, but most of those people, they don't love you with true love or the mind of staying with you or spend the whole of their life with you. They probably the money or a way to get out of Africa or whichever part of the world they are in, to come to wherever they feel it's more of a greener pasture, and you are the means through which they cross over. You may choose to agree with me, they may choose not to, but this is what I know. I'm from Africa and I know how it is. It is not common for a much younger guy to marry a much older woman
in Africa. Right.
Exactly. So it's not common to see 10 years old younger marrying a woman of 10 years older and 15 years.
But that's just like with Filipino women over in Philippines. It's not common for those 20-year-olds to be marrying 50-year-olds or 40-year-olds that are Filipinos over there. You only see them marrying older men from
it's just
US.
A way to get to cross over. Most of those things are not found on true love.
Right.
They are not found on true love. It's just a way to get over. So when you are about 40, 50 something, dating somebody who is 20 something years old, well, he professes love to you, but I am saying it that it's not common. I know if anything is possible in this world.
Right,
There may be some that may be true, but majority.
But you're saying in Africa, we're not saying as far as young guys marrying older women over in the U.S. That's common. That's becoming common. But Wiz is referring to in Africa is not common for young guys to marry 20.
Africa.
Yeah.
So, like I said, things are changing, but I still maintain my opinion.
Well, that's true. I mean, it's not
common.
Opinion.
Exactly, it's not common. But if you choose to go into it, just know that whatever happens as you progress is part of it. I mean, relationship that is found on the true foundation, or some even when you people of the same age, and this is sometimes you end up not working.
Right.
So.
Even true love ones sometimes don't work out.
Exactly.
Do fail.
So, we're not saying that every online dating is
a scam.
It's a scam.
But just what to look out for.
Yeah, Sharona and I are product of
online. We met on Facebook.
We met on Facebook
through a mutual friend.
Yeah. And
that was posting her post.
So.
Posting your post.
Exactly. She saw my post on a mutual friend's page and liked what I posted, and then she decided to request me. At that point in time, she was not looking for, according to her, she was not looking for a man, and I was not looking for anybody. I just walked out of a relationship that was unhealthy. Exactly, that's unhealthy, and then I was going through a healing process, and then we connected.
Right. So, we had that video. I think it's the second video on YouTube where we discussed how we met and everything like that.
So it wasn't like we're looking for both of us were not looking for and a lot of things that happen that really confirm that, oh, this is something that it is meant to be.
Yeah,
exactly. So
yes, and I wasn't in a relationship for 3 years. It was 3 years, so
right.
I was happy being by myself, getting to know myself, finding myself, and just focusing, on what was important. I was not looking at all.
And I would say, if you were in a relationship before, and then you walk and then you exit that relationship, it is also good to take time to get healing, to heal yourself.
That is so key.
Heal yourself, cure yourself of all the pains and all of the things that you have accumulated as a result of the relationship.
Right.
It is important. I'm not saying that you have to stay forever. Through relationship, connecting with someone, the healing continues. I mean, we can
with
heal
the right person.
If you're with the right person, the healing continues.
Right.
But also there's that aspect of faith that you singularly stay on your own and get healed for a time, so that your mind will be very free to be able to
enjoy being single, enjoy being
and
by
connect
yourself
with the right person. Because if your mind is cluttered, there is the possibility of you attracting wrong person again. So your mind has to be clear and become plain, such that you will be able to make right decisions. If your mind is cluttered, even in every other aspect of life, business, you can make wrong decisions, and relationship and other aspect of life. So it's always good to step back when you walk out of any relationship. Step back, get that healing process, let that healing process get healed, and then before you venture into any other relationship you want to get. And that is why some people fall prey to these lies. And
online dating. He or she will say what you want to hear.
Exactly. I will tell you what you want to hear. Definitely.
Exactly.
I will love you.
That's a part of the plan.
I will kill. I will take bullet for you. I would. Those crazy stuff. So they want to make you believe everything, and that's what most women are moved by. Like I always say, women are moved by what they hear, and they want to tell you what you want to hear.
And another red flag is religion. When they know that you are a Christian, they will use that religion card to get you as well. Exactly. They will say, oh yeah, I go to church, I love God, I'm God-fearing. And women love Christians. Women love God-fearing men. They will play that card, and guess what? Why they're scamming you, they will make up a reason in their subconscious of why they have to scam you for survival, to get a better life. They still will use that card, that scam of reason why they need to scam you, even though they love God, they believe in Jesus, all that stuff, willing to go to church with you and everything, but yet they're still being manipulative, they're still being deceitful, they're lying to you about who they truly are. They're making up narratives about themselves, making it seem that y'all are very compatible, saying all these things under the name of God. So whether you're a Christian, whether you're Muslim, Buddha, whatever, even those who say they're conscious, spiritual, they will make up all these lies just to draw you in, just to get what they want from you.
So basically, that I think that is just it. Like, take time to, like I was saying earlier, the online background checking is very important. She conducted different kind of
there were ways. I was also checking on him as well. Even though we knew we were supposed to be, I still did my due diligence.
She went as far as to the point that I got angry at it. I feel disrespected through some of the steps she took, and I was going to call it off. I said, I've had it to my neck, I am doing no more. So but then I stepped back and I looked at the action, even though I felt disrespected through the checkings and exactly. But I looked at it and said, well, the online dating or long distance relationship is very difficult.
Yeah.
And also this has to do with her health and happiness, and she wants to be sure, even though we know the way we connected is I would say it's not ordinary. It's not because a lot of things happen that constantly showed us that we are on the right track. That at times I have prayed, if this is not the thing I need to, because before she came in, I've had a lot of people had opportunity to come to United States, and I turned it down. She knows some of these people, and a lot of people.
But you wasn't in a relationship with them.
No, I wasn't in
right.
Just friends. A couple of friends. So it's not like I was looking for a way to get out of Nigeria. She knows my friends. She knows calibers of people I move with back in Nigeria, and so basically I had about three to how many chances of coming to United States, but I turned it down because I was not particularly about exactly of coming to United States. But when she and I connected, that something happened, and a question came out of me that I was not conscious of, and then later on I became conscious, and I said, why did I ask myself that question? And she too, 5 days prior to our connection, she had an experience that confirmed our connection, and she may not want to share that, but it was a crazy.
All right. I'll tell that quick.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. A week prior, before meeting Wiz on Facebook, I had a dream about this guy, and the guy that was in my dream was Wiz. Now, it wasn't the profile picture he was using at the time when I met him, but it was a old picture.
The very first profile picture.
Well, I didn't know it was a first profile, but it was an old picture that he had taken years prior, and in the dream, it was confirming that was the picture, and that was the exact person you saw. Yeah, that I was in a relationship with. It confirmed that I was in a relationship with this gentleman. And so when Wiz and I, when we had talked, when we connected and we talked, and then I said, you know what, let me check out some of your pictures, because I never checked any of your pictures. And when I was going through his pictures while I'm chatting with him on Facebook, I was like, then the dream came back. When I seen Wiz's picture, it was a picture, and he had the exact same suit on in that profile picture in his Facebook. And I was like, Wiz, this is the exact man and we were in a relationship in the dream. And so, and I didn't, I was just amazed. The exact suit Wiz had on and exactly how he looked years prior, when I don't know what year that was when you took that picture. But it confirmed. I mean, it was some other things that happened in there that confirmed that Wiz was the one that he was the one to be in my life, as far as a relationship type thing. Yeah.
And mine was it was more like a question. When she sent me different requests, my Facebook page, basically I use it to express my spiritual thought, express my thought about spiritual matter and life in general. Those are the things I used to post much back in the days. Just express my thought, what I feel about my spiritual perception, and the world system and life in general. And so a lot of people, because of that, he used to attract a lot of people into different kind of people do come into my life. And that was how she actually got to see that one of those posts I used to make those days. And then when she sent me that friend request, I saw it. Funny enough, the person she through which she got connected to me was also bearing the same name as her. And then she sent me the friend request. Immediately a question just unconsciously just rose into my heart, and I said, is she the one? And then I retrieved back my. I remember that I was lying down in my room, and was that question coming from?
And that's the same when I did a friend request and I requested him. The same question rose up in me, but I didn't. It wasn't me. It was like if something inside of me said, "Is he the one?"
Yeah,
and I was like, "Where did that come from?"
Why was the question? Why was that question? Where did that? I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting any relationship anytime soon. At that point in time.
Right.
So because I just walked away from a relationship around 9 months back or something like that, so I wasn't expecting any relationship anytime soon. So, but immediately I saw, and funny enough, I didn't even go to her page to check who is she until later on she inboxed me.
And I had a. It wasn't a picture of me. It was a lady, like a fairy, a god fairy, a fairy lady with wings. It was a Caucasian lady. So that wasn't even me.
It was even much days later that we were first when somebody was attacking me on my post, and was just saying things. I'm anti-God, just saying anti.
We mentioned that in our second video.
Exactly, we're just saying, so somebody was attacking me on my post, and then she inboxed me and said, just was encouraging me to keep on doing what I'm doing, and to speak my truth out, and then gradually we started just like that. We started talking.
But you know what? When that question rose up in me and said, "Were you the one?" I ignored it. I was like, "Wait a minute, where'd that come from?" But then I ignored it, and then we didn't talk till like 2 days later after we became Facebook friends.
Right.
It had like a lengthy conversation.
Yeah.
So I don't think we want to prolong the video.
Yeah, so
any
that
longer,
is it. We're not saying. Just want to give a brief that sometimes some of this Facebook or online dating can be an advantage. Genuine can be genuinely. Exactly. Not because you are not because the way it turned out the way it is means that every online dating is false.
Right.
It doesn't mean that it's fake. There are some that are genuine, but like I said before, it's a very much younger guy is professing his love to a very much older woman. Particularly from Africa, I know that is not how it is there, and so that person is possibly lying to you. You understand? And if you said it's true, make sure you do online background checking and don't start sending money until you are sure that you are truly this is truly genuine.
Right.
You understand? Until you're sure that it's truly genuine before, if at all there's any need for you to send money.
Right.
Yes, that is it.
All right, so we're going to end this, and we hope that y'all share, subscribe, comment, and everything. We didn't say none of that in the beginning, but I hope you guys do that, and hope you enjoyed this segment of our video.
Thank y'all for watching. We love
y'all. Peace.
Bye.